the theme song. That's the theme song. This is the first live stream Comedy Here Often episode ever, so we don't know how to do things like play the theme song.
Well, that was just the acoustic version.
Yeah, it sounds better actually. Like my studio version I made is trash compared to what you and I just did.
It was raw. It was emotional.
Are we not live? We're live.
Oh,
okay.
We're live. Okay.
That's the first of many problems of the show. So this is like, we're like guinea pigs, okay?
Yeah.
It's like, I've always felt like you were a guinea pig, I'm a guinea pig. We're trying out the live stream setup so that we can do more of these in the future. This is the first one. What better way to deal with whatever potential technology problems we're gonna have than by drinking Bomber Brewing beer. They sponsored the show.
Thank you.
I'm part Asian, so I'm already red. I've had this much. It's gonna get worse. So
I'm red too, but I'm just blushing.
yeah, you're blushing because we were talking to Ivan Decker a moment ago.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for coming and watching. Let's just get into it. You know what I mean? Like, I miss Ivan Decker. He's quarantining. He's the first guest. He's our dear friend. He's been on before. Let's talk to him, I think.
Oh no.
Wrong guy.
Wrong guy.
It's all right.
It's
Hello.
okay. You know, sometimes
We're
you want an
learning.
Ivan, you get a Kwasi. That's just the way it works. It's the way the dice roll. Hi, Ivan.
Hey, what's up, man?
What are you drinking there?
Oh, just a Bomber passion fruit ale.
Okay.
You know,
I heard it's vaguely tart.
it's subtly tart.
Okay.
It's an American blonde ale using fermented passion fruit to ease sweetness for this unofficial beer of summer. I feel like they should just make it official. It's your can, man.
this
Why
point-
you gotta throw yourself under the bus
Hey,
on
man.
your own label?
The summer's got to belong to someone. Might as
They were
well
like,
be.
we tried to run it up the flagpole, and we couldn't get the paperwork in time, so it's unofficial. But it's summer. We just want you to know.
Yeah.
We think it's the beer of the summer.
Yeah.
It's
But we
pending.
tried to go through the proper
Yeah.
channels.
Yeah.
They said no.
We talked to Mr. Summertime himself. It's literally a son wearing sunglasses. He used to work at Raisin Bran. Things have changed.
That's right.
Times are tough.
Yeah, times are tough for Raisin Bran. Way less raisins. Ivan, thank you for coming. You know,
my pleasure.
peop-
It's great to be here.
people always note how squeaky clean you can be, but I heard that you have quite the rap sheet.
Oh yeah.
You committed crimes. I want to hear about it.
Oh, when I was in high school, I did crime.
What kind of crimes did you commit?
Me and my friends would get together and do crime. I
Really?
actually once
You would do
did
crime.
like we were like, hey guys, you want to do some crime?
Yeah. It's how criminals talk.
Well, I actually did a graffiti mural on this like municipal building
Okay.
in Ladner, and what was stupid about it was that I photographed the entire process.
After you did
Like-
it?
Oh no.
No, not just after, like during, like me holding spray paint, like.
Ah.
I'm doing it. And like, so if anybody found those photos, they'd be like, "This is literally the dumbest piece
Yeah.
of evidence ever collected by
Yeah.
law enforcement."
Yeah.
Oh.
I love it. Maybe maybe you
At
could have
once.
convinced them that you were just spray painting over some pre-existing,
It's true.
just
yeah.
to clear the wall up. You were fixing it. You know?
Yeah, I would just play it in reverse if it was a video.
Yeah.
Like, I'm vacuuming the paint off. Magical can.
Yeah. What other crimes have you committed?
I also spent an evening in a holding cell.
Wow.
Oh.
Because some friends of mine and I went to, you're like I don't know if anybody is a small town person that's watching this, but there's not a lot to do when you're a teenager in small towns. They provided us with literally the Boys and Girls Club, which closed at 4, and that was it.
You had
And
no
they
other
were
options.
Like, how are we going to get these teens off the street? Boys and Girls Club, and then they know they do a lot of good work, but in this circumstance, it was not enough to prevent us from doing crime.
Well, it's almost like they assembled all the worst kids to get together to scheme. It's like when I went to summer school, it was all the delinquents.
Oh yeah.
It's like, let's just put all the shitty loser kids together, me,
Yeah.
and then we'll just make this teacher's life hell. I remember when I went to summer school, the teacher came into the classroom and his shirt was tucked in and coming out through his fly, and he
God.
just got lit up. Everyone just
course.
roasted him, and we didn't learn anything. I learned less than I did when I wasn't paying attention in normal
Yeah,
school.
you learned how to roast it.
Yeah,
You learned
exactly.
that adults are fallible. Which I think is that's the most important lesson
Yeah.
you can teach kids.
Yeah.
It's like crazy. That's like a really weird realization when you're a teenager, because that's what shatters your world.
Yeah.
Is when you become a teenager, and then it's like usually that's around the time that you start seeing adults not know what's going on.
Yeah.
And then you have to be like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
You're just an idiot that got old.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And as kids, we're critical and we're looking for weaknesses in our own parents. And it's like, you used the wrong there in that sentence. Why would
Yeah.
I do good at school now that I know that you're an idiot?
Yeah, I can't. I didn't get the times tables correctly?
Yeah.
Well, at least my shirt's not coming out of my fly. Eat it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
anyway, some friends of mine and I we decided to explore a construction site.
Okay.
We're like, let's go into this house that's under construction.
Mm-hmm.
And we did. So we went into this, there was a hole in the fence that we were able to get through, and we were just walking around in this, like, mansion. And we're like, pretty cool, right? This will be the piano room. And then as we're leaving, my friend, like, kicks this paint bucket by accident, and it's very loud. And I was like, we should go now, because that was loud. You knocked over a fucking bunch of shit. I heard a dog bark, and a light came on. This is like a movie.
That's the worst
Oh,
scenario
no.
if you're
of,
committing crimes.
Yeah, like a neighbor's house, the light
Yeah.
came on. I'm like, okay, so we're leaving now. And I was the guy in my friend group that was constantly like, shut up, no, we're fine. You're being an idiot. And then I would literally have no choice but to just wait for us to be arrested and then be like, told ya. I'm also in jail, but told ya is important.
So you got arrested and put in a holding cell?
Yeah, so the cops came and they like picked us up. They took us to the station. They like took our photos, did all that crap.
Holy,
Oh my
fingerprints?
God.
Fingerprints,
Woo!
because the house that was under construction had vandalism before,
Uh-huh.
but it wasn't us. But of course, we're like, it wasn't us. And they're like, you came back to finish the job. And I'm like, it's not murder. Like, somebody just kicked in your drywall and then left. It's not like
Yeah.
I didn't, we weren't like, all right, we didn't get to that,
Yeah.
the rest of that it was like, we just wanted to see what was going on in there.
I like picturing you guys getting in there and rolling out blueprints. Like, okay, first things first, we kicked out the crown moldings. Next,
We want to go right here.
we're gonna
That's right.
put dead fish in all the air vents. After
Yeah.
that, it's like a prank. It's like dirty
Oh,
work.
man.
Yeah.
I wish I had, because
Yeah.
apparently the house belonged to a cop.
Oh.
Oh
And
my
so
God.
that's why they were like,
Mhm.
you know, they were like, did you know this is a cop's house? I'm like, how would I know that?
No.
There's no sign. I don't look at the fucking city planning
Yeah.
applications before I walk into a construction site. It was insane.
You found out when you went into his closet and there's just a bunch of mustaches hanging on the wall.
Yeah. Oh man.
I
It
love
was
that.
ridiculous.
No one knows about your criminal history, Ivan. That's so crazy. My mom worked for the police department when I was a teenager, so the first thing she did was look up all the criminal records of all my friends and then tell me I wasn't allowed to hang out with them anymore.
Oh yeah.
That's not fair.
fun.
Never
I
saw
had a
Jeff
job-
again.
When I had a job at the call center, I would put everybody I knew's phone number into our system because I had access to everybody's account that was on Bell Mobility,
Okay.
and I would just put all my friends' numbers in, see if I could pull up their account, and then like give them free stuff or like take charges off their account.
Even more criminal activities. I love that, Ivan.
But for the people.
Yeah, you're like Robin Hood. You take from the rich and give to all your friends from your call center, and that's what I love about you.
That's right. That's what's important.
Thank you for coming on, Ivan. Thank you for wearing your fake shark shirt. I really appreciate that.
Oh, hey, my pleasure. Look, this has been a real delight.
Likewise. I do miss you in real life also. So.
Hey, I miss you too. As soon as the government allows me to step foot outside my house again, hopefully we'll see each other.
And that's great. Thanks, Ivan.
Bye.
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 Oh man, that was pleasant. You know, Ivan's a great guy, very funny. Juno winner. You know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I heard you had a surprise for me.
I do. I took the initiative and I brought on someone that is super, super special, and I think you're really gonna like this guest.
Like a special guest?
Like a very, very special guest.
Okay.
So, without further ado,
I can't wait.
let's bring on Steve. Steve.
So happy to be here, guys. Been the special and special guest. Thanks for having me.
I'm so happy you're here.
He fucking works here. Who cares?
Oh, that's mean. It's Steve. This is mean.
But
He's right
a
here.
special guest would be someone I don't see all the time anyway, and who would be hard to get. And I don't think he has much going on. So
He's not wrong.
I mean, I'm sorry, everybody. Everyone is looking at me so awkwardly. Steve, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yeah, maybe you can leave and we can get to our actual guest. So.
Are we still Ubering home?
Get out of here, Steve.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
Go. Okay.
I mean, we have real guests, so you didn't need to like pad the show. In fact, it kind of just wasted time.
I just really like Steve.
Is Jane here or is she not?
Didn't see Jane.
Okay, all right. Let's do Kwasi.
Oh no.
Coming up next, Kwasi Thomas, very funny comedian and actor. And I've actually
I heard my name.
Hey, Kwasi, can you see us? Can you hear us? Hey. Oh, there's Jane. Jane, we'll get to you after Kwasi. Sorry. How are you, man?
I'm great. How are you guys?
I'm so good. We've never met, but we have all these mutual friends. Thank you for coming.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thanks for having me on.
Of course,
Welcome.
of course.
See Ivan and Jane, the
know.
old guard.
I know, it's like a green room. It's a green room. Are you in your home? Your home looks beautiful.
I am in my home right now. My home / gym /
Okay.
Oh.
film studio
Okay.
Looks like a little.
/ art gallery.
I like to get the chin-up bar that I ordered on Amazon that still hasn't come.
That's the one. That's the one that you ordered.
I heard
I
you-
never ordered one.
I heard you got it. That's really
Yeah.
not. It's not fair.
Now word on the street is right for a change.
Oh, finally. I see you have a little film studio behind you. Is that where you film Snowpiercers?
That's where we do the whole thing. That's where we do all
Wow,
that.
dude.
Oh.
That's so cool. Can you talk about Snowpiercers?
You can ask me questions, and if I can't answer them, I won't.
Okay. How about this? What's
I
the
mean, granted, the whole season is out now, so
Okay. So what you're saying is people should go watch it.
they should if they haven't. It's bomb.
Okay. That's the question I wanted to know. Is it bomb?
Oh, it's bomb. Boom. You gotta say it like this. Boom.
Boom.
Warm.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
I love this. See, she can get away with that because she's dressed like Sporty Spice today.
Okay.
Um,
Wondering where that sentence was going.
That's how Sporty Spice talks. Yeah. I, on the other hand, am Posh Spice, as always. No, I'm probably Baby Spice.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Kwasi, who's your favorite Spice Girl?
Ginger all day.
Oh yeah.
He didn't even hesitate. He's just up on that chin-up bar like, yeah.
Yeah.
Jerry Hallowell.
Tell me what you want.
So what's...
Ginger to the death of me, man.
Yeah? That really, you can learn a lot about someone by which is their favorite. Mine was Victoria Beckham.
Oh yeah, mine was Baby Spice.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's so cool.
She is cool. She is cool.
She was jailbait.
Yeah.
That's why she likes her.
Like, all right, do you like me ponytails and me mini skirt? I was actually making fun of her not too long ago. How it's just like she's so clearly a narc.
Yeah.
Trying to break into it like a child trafficking ring. It's just me and me lollipop
Chupa Chups.
and me pigtails.
I would love that if that was what she did. She learned to sing so she could join that girl group just to get that Lou Pearlman guy put in jail. And it worked. She's brilliant. I love that.
It's either gonna be that or Dateline.
Yeah. What's the one where they trick you and you...
Dateline.
Yeah, okay, that's the...
That with Chris something is like, hi, I'm Chris whatever from Dateline. And this poor dude who's just like, but she's just 6 months younger.
But I'm
Just
16 too. You're still a piece of shit, and you should go to jail forever.
I brought Palm Bays.
I just wanted to hang out.
That is what teenagers probably drink to get drunk. Do you remember what you drank the first time you ever got drunk?
Well, I drank Tall Boys from Balmer.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
There we go. I didn't get a can today, but when I'm thirsty and I'm underage and I'm not.
I like. It's just the kind of thing we endorse here at Comedy Here often.
The first thing I got drunk off of was peach schnapps at my friend's birthday.
Okay,
party.
for me it was Growers.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
kind of a rite of passage to have
Yeah.
like the sugariest, most like Sprite drink you can have.
Totally.
You know.
Totally.
Do you
And
do you
then,
remember what kind of activities did you get up to?
Like that day?
Yeah, when you got drunk. Like I walked on the tops of cars with my friends.
It started off as basketball. We were just he had a little basketball hoop in his backyard, so we would start off there and we were playing horse. That's how it happened. We were playing horse and it was an older brother who was like, "Oh, you guys should take a shot every time you miss a whatever."
Schnapps.
So it's like, so every time we missed a shot, we took a shot.
Wow.
And so I got to like hoe and I was done because I never
You're-
drank before.
You're passed out drunk on the ground. His big
Yeah,
brother's like, yeah,
just
you
like-
are a hoe.
hoe ass. With your hoe ass.
Yeah. That's tough. So if you missed, you had to take a shot and you got a letter. That's a.
Yeah, pretty much. And I mean, I obviously didn't finish the game. I remember like cartwheeling most of the way back home.
Yeah.
And then just being done for the night. Trying to keep it from my mom.
Yeah. I think my mom still doesn't know I've ever been drunk.
Oh yeah, I'm sure she doesn't.
And
know.
I think she thinks I'm still a virgin too. But I am.
We all
so-
think
I was
that.
gonna
Yeah, I
say
We all
mean,
think that.
I can't wait to go through puberty. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Are you? What's going on with Snowpiercers? Is there a plan for season 2, or is that not on the table?
Well,
yet?
we have most of the second season shot already.
Excellent.
Still working on it right before the lockdown.
Wow.
And we have quite a bit. I mean, given rewrites and reshoots and stuff like that'll most definitely be taking place. But as far as like the day to day, we do have actually most of it. I don't know what the plan is for the release.
Mm-hmm.
I did actually see a teaser for the second season earlier today, but I don't know what the plan is for the release. But we do have some of the material shot already.
That's great. We just had Neil Webb on yesterday, and he was talking about how there's so many times where he's filmed things for TV shows, and he stresses about it, and it's a big, thing, and then he watches it, and the scene's cut.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. Cost of doing business sometimes. My very, very first thing that I ever booked, one line, right? Same old story, one line.
Mm-hmm.
And of course I told everybody that I know,
Oh, no.
I
Yeah,
made
yeah.
it out to the show. And I'm there shaking, just waiting for my scene, and they start with an aerial shot, and I know it's me coming up.
Yeah.
And the girl's like, "Hey, I'm gonna go on break," and that's when I say my line. And as soon as I go to say my line, they cut away from me, and they dubbed me over with someone.
Oh.
No way.
Heartbreaking.
Yeah.
What movie
That
was
was
that?
like that was my cherry getting popped, man. That was like, oh,
What was it? What TV show was it?
that was a show called Falling Skies with Noah Wiley.
Fuck Falling Skies.
Nah, man, nothing but love. They put me on, dude.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Oh,
I
never
love
mind.
Falling Skies, dude.
No, whatever happens after I shoot is not my business. As
Yeah.
long as the chicks don't bounce.
You're a consummate professional.
Yeah.
You
Try
know?
to be.
When I was,
I mean, I definitely learned that lesson that day.
yeah. When I was a
Well,
little
how
kid, I got to be
professional I
an extra in Happy Gilmore, and then when we saw the movie, they cut the part I was in short, but then it had a long extended shot of my dad doing a face like this. It's like, what? It's not fair.
Aw. I was auditioning for this one role when I was younger, but I was like a pretty chubby kid.
Mm-hmm.
And the role was I was in a ballet class and I was being bullied by all these other girls in the class because I was chubby and greasy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just playing off like the way I looked probably at the time. And then the main character, I think this was in, I can't remember what it's called, but the main character was supposed to pick me up and be like, "There's something good about everybody," and then he was going to throw me down the across the floor, and because I was so greasy and fat, I would just slide.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess I didn't get it. I guess I wasn't a good enough greasy
You're too
fat kid.
Yeah, you were in too good of shape.
But
You
that,
gotta
Take it
show
as a
up
compliment.
that grease ready.
Yeah, you got to be more greasy at your auditions, you know. You know. I want to know what that character was called. Child
In the
fat fuck.
in the credits.
Yeah.
Chunky, greasy child.
Yeah, frumpy, sad, greasy child.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god, I think it was like Kicking It Old School.
Oh.
The guy like goes into like a
Yeah.
coma and then like
Yeah, yeah.
wakes up and he's like a break dancer, but like
It's a Jamie Kennedy movie, I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Cool. All right, Kwasi, thank you for coming on.
All right, my pleasure.
It's a shorty. It's
That's
a
all you-
shorty.
That's all you.
we
Well-
we have to have you on for a full
Yeah.
like long episode.
I'd love to.
Yeah.
I'd love to. No, it was great to meet you. Good to see you guys.
Yeah.
Jane, I don't know if you can hear me, but it's good to see you, girl.
I'll tell her you said hi. I'll tell her you said hi.
Okay. All right, guys, be good.
Thanks, Kwasi. Bye.
Peace.
Oh man, you know, one thing I love about what we're doing here, Alexi, is just, you know, the Bomber Brewing. Like, I just don't think there's any YouTube shows where it's like a drinking hang, you know. So I just think what we're doing is really unique, and there's nothing quite like it where you have beers during your show. So I just want to get that out there that we're doing something very original, and nobody else, especially in the city, is doing it.
Yes, very very happy to be.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Should we bring in Jane?
Let's bring in Jane.
Okay. Jane Stanton?
Yes.
Hi, Jane Stanton.
Hello.
How are you?
Hey.
I'm good. The best part is Kwasi was like waving, and then I pretended that I was muted, but didn't realize I was actually muted, and I went, and I'm like, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna be unmuted. I went, oh well, that joke literally was not a joke.
Yeah. If you tell a joke on mute, is it really a joke? That whole adage that some genius philosopher said.
If you tell a joke
If you
on
tell
mute
it-
in
yeah.
the woods.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm so glad to have you here without Darcy because,
Thank God.
right? It's just
Ooh.
it's like, oh, my dog. I'm just kidding. I love
that was a
love
fun
him.
episode.
I love
Darcy's the best.
I
Yes,
do love Darcy. He's a sweetheart. He went to summer camp with you, I think. Was that what it was?
No, it was we were on the swim team together.
Swim
Tina,
team.
And then we went to Gastown Actor Studio together.
Wow.
Right.
We did improv together.
That's wild.
That is so wild.
Wow.
And I talked about Darcy to Darcy, how much I didn't like him.
Right, right.
10
You were
years
like,
earlier.
this idiot wearing Adidas. Wasn't that
He was the worst.
it? Yeah.
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 Mhm,
We were just talking to Kwasi about the first time he ever got obliterated drunk, and it was off peach schnapps. Do you remember?
Yeah,
first
that
time?
was disgusting. I heard that.
Yeah.
I was like, "Whoa." I guess he doesn't eat fuzzy peaches, the candy, because
Yeah.
that would.
It
that'd
is
be
far
nice.
superior.
That'd be triggering.
You've never
mine
had them?
was-
I've never had it by itself, peach nuts.
What?
Yeah, not by itself. I mean, like, I don't know. I don't think I could identify it.
I'm gonna literally like it's in every shit mix. Like
Hey, you know what I was thinking about? Isn't there a kind of whiskey that has flakes of gold in it? What a fuck you to poor
schnapps?
people that is.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm gonna drink gold. Yeah, like while
imagine
you're
my
struggling.
whole liquor. And I don't know what you're talking about, dudes. I have a yacht.
Yeah,
It's like,
I
oh, this
sold
is
my Kia
awkward.
Soul for a yacht.
that's so cool. I bet you have a yacht, and I bet Darcy isn't allowed on it.
I got rid of my car. I have to have a yacht. I live in Vancouver. We have an ocean. Do you
Yeah.
know how to sail? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
First time I got drunk would have been with my older sister and her friends, and I had red wine, and she's like, "Just have a bit." I'm like, "Okay," and I'm like, and then it was just like, I was like in grade 6 or 7.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
She's actually here right now. She probably doesn't even know that. And then growers. Who said growers
I
out
did.
of you guys?
Yeah.
That makes me like cuckoo.
Yeah.
I had it at Cat Lake, drunk, and this girl was like, "You have pretty hair," like across the fire. And in my head, she was like, "You're a bitch." So I walked through the fire.
Oh
Like,
my
what
God.
did you say? And my hair was like chestnut locks to like my butt, and I literally caught on fire and had
Whoa.
to do stop and roll.
Oh my God.
My friend had wisdom teeth out, and she's like, "I have popcorn in my teeth," and I'm like, "I'll get it out." I was a dentist. I had a Rambo knife in her mouth. And she's like, "I'm bleeding," and it's gonna come out. Your face heavy is the best. You're like, "What?"
No, I'm
camping,
thrilled. I
Jane.
love your drunk shenanigans.
I love it.
Horrible.
I love that you had a hunting knife.
Yeah, what were you doing?
Just killing people.
You know, I like to throw knives and yachts, so.
Can you actually throw knives? Because some of my friends can. It's a really impressive skill. Jen and Sylvia can do it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's such a cool twin skill. They're
Do they
twins.
go axe throwing as well? Or
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, like they directed a fake shark video and they got these prop glass bottles that break, and they were whipping them in our faces, and they nailed us like every time perfectly. It was amazing, and it was the most painful thing I've ever had
Did
experienced.
it? Yeah, it must have hurt, even though they're fake.
It still fucking hurts. I don't know. They were like, "It'll be fine," and then I had a nosebleed. It was great.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But I didn't catch on fire, and that's why you're still better than me, Jane. What are you drinking there, Jane?
Tequila.
Tequila.
Well, we're drinking Bomber Brewing.
I'm drinking Bomber Brewing.
Just once again, just no one has a show where all they do is drink and socialize. So I'm just happy to be the trailblazers that way.
You
know?
are.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's weird. Comedians drinking.
I know.
on the show.
So
That
wild.
Never happens. Ever.
I know.
It seems so natural, but
Yeah. When you caught on fire, did you go to the hospital?
No, I literally was fire on the legs, like not on the legs, on my jeans, and then I just did a rollout. I don't know how
Wow.
oh wow.
that clicked
Rolled
in.
out of your jeans?
I wish.
That'd be cool.
I just did a roll, like
Okay.
stop, drop, and roll. What you're supposed to do.
It's that's very responsible. You were able to have peace of mind to remember that lesson from elementary school.
Yeah, right. And I might have been on acid too. I don't really remember.
That's some like
That's-
very well embedded knowledge.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm like, was it just on growers? I could have been because
You're like-
like she was like a
Yeah.
dragon or something, getting mad at me. I was like, you shut up. But she was just being nice, and I was being a grower's person.
Okay. A
Yeah.
grower's not a shower's.
Yeah.
That's the name of this
Yeah.
episode.
A grower is
Yeah.
not a show.
Yeah. That's great. So when you were a teenager, did you do acid often?
I did it at school a couple times. Yeah.
Really? What was
Wow.
learning like when you're tripping balls?
Nothing at all. Like, zero.
There was no learning.
Teacher- I remember being in social studies.
Mhm.
I'm like, it just sounded like I'm 90s. Social studies? Is that what it's called?
I think you're on acid now.
I would be dead. It scares me so much
Yeah.
because it's so long, right?
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
like 8,
Takes too
12
long.
Yeah, it's so long. And then you're like, you have the best time. And then at 6 hours or so, you're like, I need to be off this.
Yeah.
And
And acid's like, we're just getting started.
God. And you're like talking to people. I've hallucinated. I
Yeah.
was talking to someone, and my friend's like, who are you talking to? I'm like, I'm talking to Greg. She's like, you're talking to a bush. I'm like,
Oh
what?
my god.
You're like, the bush's name is Greg, you bitch.
Oh, have either of you done acid?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I remember when I did it with my teenage friends, and my friend Danielle got into the bathtub with a duvet, and she was like, "I feel like I'm in Mexico." And then she went to grab the strobe light, and I had a moment of clarity. I was like, "That will kill you." And I
Oh
was
my
like,
god.
Slapped the strobe light out of her hand, saved her life.
Oh, that's
Whatever.
Yeah,
That's
Even on
It's-
acid, I'm a hero.
you are like
Yeah.
a superhero.
I'm like a superhero, the one that just does hallucinogens, and maybe that didn't even happen, you know?
It was the best when you were younger, though. When you think about it, it was $5.
Yeah.
Like that's it. You weren't like
Hmm.
you didn't have to get someone to run for you.
Yeah. You got this tab of acid that had Rocco from Rocco's Modern Life on it. You're like, I'm gonna put this in my mouth as a serious commitment. 2
And-
days later, yeah,
Oh.
Yeah.
yeah, you should do it, Alexi.
That's horrifying. I'm scared of that commitment.
Yeah, no.
So I tried salvia.
Have you
a
done
couple
mushrooms?
times. Yeah, but like so little. But like I
You
tried.
did salvia?
Yeah. Oh my god, it's legal. It's very legal. Like you can
What
just
is that?
Is that the
It's
one
like-
where you trip for 15 minutes and then you're fine?
not even like 30 seconds. Like
Oh,
it's
shit.
like so fast.
Okay.
But you hallucinate, and it's horrifying, and I just like can't imagine that lasting 6 hours. I feel like I'm done.
Oh no, you don't hallucinate the whole time. Like, okay,
Oh.
when I was at a party in Whistler, high school still,
Mhm.
and I went in the washroom and I was upstairs the whole time on acid. And then I went in the washroom and a lot of people from downstairs came upstairs. So in my head, I literally was like, this
Oh.
is an elevator.
Yeah.
I came downstairs. So I was then in there for a while because I'm like, when I tell everyone this, oh my God, they're going to lose their
Yeah,
minds.
yeah.
And they were like, Jane, come out. I'm like, in a second. Because like, I was losing it for me to tell them, like, our elevator can transport us to places.
Yeah.
Elevator, by that I mean bathroom. And so I wasn't hallucinating. It was just something tricked me in my mind.
Mhm.
And then I came out and I was on the same floor.
Oh, yeah. Isn't that disappointing? Because you thought you made all this progression and you're still where you were at the beginning.
You float
Yeah.
through
Isn't
space.
that life? When you were in the elevator tripping, were you going, Hoffman? Hoffman? That's a
Oh, no.
throwback to Jane's album I produced.
Oh yeah.
It's her dog.
Yes, you did.
Hoffman's there?
Mister.
Oh.
I love Hoffman. I've never even met Hoffman. Named after the great actor Philip Seymour Hoffman, R.I.P.
That's that. He's sleeping by my feet. Wait, I'm gonna bring him up.
Okay.
I was gonna literally start it me pretending to breastfeed him.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean, we
Hoffman.
could do that now.
Yeah.
Let's have Hoffman sign off for us, if that's okay with Jane. Hi, Hoffman.
Oh, cute.
So cute.
Super fun.
Okay, that works. Well, thank you, Jane. Thank you, Hoffman.
Thank you.
We appreciate you. Let's do the podcast in real life one day.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Bye. Oh, man.
Amazing.
Great guests. Yet another great concept. Just drinking with comedians.
Oh, we love it.
We love it. It's a very original idea. No one's doing it. I think that's the end of the show.
I think so. I mean, like,
I don't think there's anything else to.
All right.
Sorry to bug you, but what the fuck? Did you just say drinking with comedians is a new thing and a great concept?
Yeah. I mean,
Sure. I know you. You're breaking my heart. I do this already. Both of you pieces of shit I've met, and been on your show, and you're doing a beer show. You got a sponsor. I've been doing the show for 5 years. Haven't had a sponsor.
well, I mean, maybe.
Well, I'm even drinking it. And it's tasty, so go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Fuck the show. And fucking, this is egregious. I feel hurt. This heart here is shattered. My heart's shattered. You're drinking beer, and who's but Derek? Is it Derek? This dude
Yeah,
behind the
Derek.
scenes? Fuck you, Derek. Fuck the show. You better, I'm gonna put my foot so far up your ass, Derek, you're gonna be tasting the chewing gum on my shoe.
What's your show called?
Beer me. You know it. Everyone knows. Well, no one knows it. But fuck you. No, I don't. No one knows it because I haven't got a sponsor. I haven't got a bomber. Is there a tasty beer? And you already got. You've been doing. This is your first live show. Is this your first?
Yeah, it's the
like,
first one. We already
live
got a sponsor.
podcast. Yeah, yeah. So eat a duffel bag full of penises.
Okay.
Munch on them all. I'm gone. Derek, cut the feed. Get into a grave.